Am I the asshole for asking for a DNA test?
I love these. I love these so much.
No, you're not.
I love.
Let me see that right now. No, you're not.
Right off bat?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Asking for.
I think
Okay.
it should be mandatory. If I'm gonna have my son or my daughter for 18 years and be responsible for them, I need to know.
For sure.
And it's weird saying it out loud because it incriminates my wife. By no means am I saying that. But I think it should be just like something normally done. You know what I mean?
No, you're saying there's a chance she...
No. I'm not saying my girl's cheating on me.
You're adding a...
I'm not saying my girl's cheating on me.
Theoretically, you would have been there.
No, true. Right? But what I'm saying is that's the biggest commitment, bro. I just want to know 100, even if it's like 99.9%. I just that 0.00001%. Let me know.
Nah,
anywho, that's it for now. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Same guy who said I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night for my wife,
and I don't see no problem with that.
But she could have cheated on me.
I see no problem with that.
Wow,
this is a big commitment.
You know, your hypothetical wife's gonna have a lot.
She's gonna have a lot on her plate. She's gonna have a lot on her plate.
It's all good.
So you're saying 100%.
100%.
Right off bat.
Right off bat. Let's see if I change my mind.
Okay. All right. So me...
Leave an open room.
Yeah, never know.
Gotcha.
Okay. So me, 34 male, and wife, 36 female, just had a baby boy. We are both white and pretty pale at that. But when the baby came out...
I can tell what's gonna happen.
Well, he had a pretty dark skin tone.
A black man.
Like not normal baby red.
Damn it,
obviously...
Damn it.
This got to be on Club Shay Shay. But obviously darker than either of us. Even the midwife kind of looked dubiously at us. Dubiously at us. Sorry.
You made up your own word there.
I just had to, they slipped in an L. What am I supposed to do here?
Okay, go ahead.
Man.
And the nurse...
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just laughing because I forgot that midwife is a bitch. I thought he was calling his wife mid.
The midwife.
I forgot. Well, I forgot.
Midwife.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
Okay, let me circle back. Back. Even the midwife looked dubiously at us, and the nurse had an oh shit look in her eyes. Mm-hmm. Well, I kind of lost it. I blurted out, "Can I have a DNA test right there?" without thinking. Needless to say, my wife didn't take kindly to that. She immediately went all frosty and quiet and asked if I'm accusing her of cheating. And, well, I did point out that the kid did not look like either of us, so yes. Time until we got our test results back was extremely tense. Or, I guess this person is writing weird now. Mm-hmm. Time until we got the test results back was extremely tense. We couldn't even look at each other or even talk to each other. And honestly, I was heartbroken when I thought that my wife could have cheated on me. Mm-hmm. Then the results came back. And it turns out the kid is indeed mine. Must be some genetic quirk or a far-off ancestor that resurfaced. Mm-hmm. Wild bar, by the way. Genetic quirk or a far-off ancestor that has resurfaced.
Talk about it like it's My Hero Academia.
Wild, right?
A wild quirk.
Wild. Oh my no!
Deku, I like.
Get out of here.
My wife says that she's considering divorce now, and I honestly don't know what to do. I know she was hurt by my accusation, but honestly, who wouldn't want to ask for a DNA test in that situation? So Reddit, am I the asshole?
I don't think he's the asshole. I think he is 100% like in the right for asking. Really? But I also do see how taboo it is to ask.
No, but place and time. She just had a kid.
That's exactly what.
That's true. Okay, that's fair enough.
Right,
that's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah.
No, fresh out.
That's a great point.
First day in, first hour in this bitch.
It still smells like afterbirth in there.
True. You're right.
No, she's sweating still.
No, you're right. 100%. I agree with that. Time and a place. But even, you know what? Something else, part of the story that kind of I agree with, that added on to my fire type of thing. The midwife kind of agreed with me. You know what I mean? So there's a little element of two people having the same thought process. You know, compared to maybe if it was just me, maybe I'm kind of crazy. You know, but. Is he wrong for asking for it? Absolutely not. Is the time and the place wrong? Absolutely.
I disagree. You know? I disagree heavily, bro.
Go ahead.
Because I'm thinking about this as if I'm thinking, like, if I'm seeing this in the actual like delivery room, I'm gonna let this rock first. You know, like obviously there's probably like my nephew when he was born, he had like a very long shaped head that ended up just becoming normal shaped. After birth, you know? Yeah. So it's like there's little differences that happen when you're born that can clear up as time goes on. You know what I mean?
Long-shaped head?
He had a cone head. You seen the movie Conehead? That's an old movie?
Look at the camera. He just
he really did have a cone head.
Tell me you love him, bro.
I love him, but he knows. He's got to notice. Eventually, someone's going to show him the photo.
Somebody's going to
show him the photo.
Okay, keep going.
He must have an immaculate hat collection.
Bro, don't see it. Yo, you can't see him in a top hat. But anyways, not the point. But
Yeah.
the point I'm trying to make is let it rock for a little bit. You know, like give it a day or at least 2 days.
Sure.
You know,
So
before
you go back to the time and place thing.
right, exactly.
So we're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, to some degree,
Yeah.
and I think giving it days would give him assurance that this actually is his kid.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it probably would. The skin will probably become a little bit more pale. You know, or maybe actually could be you know, like an ancestor or like some kind of a genetic quirk. Like he said, it might that thought might come to his head before these. I feel like his intrusive thoughts here won. You know what I mean? That's kind of what led him to this situation. And he's potentially not going to have a wife and a kid now.
Mhm.
So it's like you did all that for what?
You tossed it, yeah.
You shot a shot
Now this is a cost.
and it bricked. You know, now you got to get the rebound. You know, for lack of a better term,
Call me
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, fam. Because I'm gonna get it doesn't matter.
you bricked
Right.
the free throw.
Him, Mukhtar.
Hooligan.
Go ahead.
No, but there's a way to covertly do this. Shout out my guy Dwight.
How would
Schrute.
you do it?
Not Dwight Schrute from The Office took the diaper
Okay.
and went to a clinic and got the DNA.
Oh,
test.
so you wanted a secret test.
Do secretly. You don't
I
need
think-
to
I
blow
think
it up.
even- That
Oh.
just, in my opinion, that's just not right. You gotta clue her
Well,
in. What if
asking
she
her up
finds
front?
out? That would be worse than me
But
telling
it's
her
right to
straight.
call her a slur in front of everybody.
Exactly.
In front of the midwife?
No.
In front of the
This story was incorrect.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to say is, if I was to
Mm.
go the route of the DNA, like testing, I would have her included in it. Because if, God forbid, if she found out that I did this behind her back, I think that is grounds for a divorce.
She's getting you the divorce anyway.
No, but
Well,
that's
she's
part of
thinking
this story, though.
That's either way. I think if you accuse her of this, regardless of the within that first few months,
Yeah.
where she's still dealing with the after effects of birth, she's gonna feel away.
At first, I thought this was like a Steve Nash kind of story. But then I was like, it kind of educated me on the fact that your kid could come out a little different than you think.
What do you mean, Steve Nash type of story?
You never heard the story of Steve Nash and his wife?
Yeah,
No, Jason
It's
Richardson.
Jason Richardson.
It's
yeah.
actually not true, though.
It's not true?
Yeah, I did the research. It's actually not true.
Fam, you've done the research for everything.
Bro, I read, man. I read a lot. I
What
have a
was
lot. I'm unemployed right
So
now.
it wasn't
I have a lot
Jason
of time.
Richardson's. It wasn't Jason Richardson's.
So Steve Nash, the kid is not black. He did divorce his wife because she was cheating. But the kid is not black. The kid is
Okay,
his.
so that's that's where the folklore comes
Mhm,
in.
mhm.
Okay.
I didn't hear the kid part. I thought they just cheated.
No, the rumor was
yeah.
the rumor was that the kid came out looking super chocolatey, and obviously he said, "Yo, I'm as white as daylight," right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you ask me my opinion, me personally, I think he's 100% in the right.
Well, she cheated.
But I'm nasty. Let me tell you why.
I love how you
Go
preface these statements.
Go ahead.
I like to let the audience. I like to
Yeah.
paint the picture for them.
Go ahead.
We're dancing. It's a tango.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm nasty because, like, me personally, I just can't deal with a midwife looking at me in the delivery room saying, "Yo, big dog." Me personally, I wouldn't have that.
I
She
so it's-
instigated?
So it's the pressure
Yeah,
to say something.
because you're expecting me to slide, and I'm gonna. Like-
Scene.
In that scenario,
She
it's,
ghastly you with her eyes.
it's either slide or you're a bitch.
Okay.
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a bitch,
Her presence set it off in here.
bro. The midwife, he said, looked dubiously. That is Caucasian for me personally. I wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's Caucasian for me personally. I wouldn't have it.
Imagine the midwife was not even white. Rather, she was.
If she was a sister too,
if she was
Ima-
looking at you a certain way, she's Somali.
And gave you the black girl look like.
Yeah. Nah.
You're right. She
If
instigated.
you like it, I love it.
that's wild.
If you like it, I love
Hey
it.
man.
So no, me personally, I'm a slide. I'm a crash. I'm a going
Okay, full crash out is one.
full crash. But Raganimo, you got to do it like act like you have some common sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you have done different?
All you do is you wait till the midwife and the nurse leave. Pull her right under, pull up right close to her ear. I barely had a whisper and say, "Wait, no tala, I'm gonna get
Wait, no.
This nigga's trying to
Putting
get
subtitles.
In
Sorry.
English, that means you're in for it when you get home.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? Now, mind you, that may sound super dubious.
Yeah.
Wait, dog.
That may sound super ominous. But that's the point. You have to be a little bit afraid.
Got you. Okay.
I think a hint of fear is good in everything.
Mm.
A hint of fear is good in everything. Like that movie Sinners. You guys watch Sinners?
No, not yet. Not yet.
I
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Okay,
Did see it.
never mind.
Did see it.
Never mind.
Don't ruin
All I'm gonna say is, Ryan Coogler, holla at me because he did that.
That guy, yeah.
He did that. Had me. It was interesting. It was funny. Look a bit of fear. It's sprinkled in the fear. Sprinkle.
I have my
Tweet.
reservations about that film, but I'm not even gonna.
We'll talk about it off mic.
Right.
Okay, but yeah, I think he's in the right because I would have did worse.
So you're saying a crash out here is warranted crash out?
All this because the nurse looked at you with a dubious look.
Yo, this guy got instigated. He got
No, she
instigated.
said, me personally, I wouldn't have that. That's what she said.
Their
Now
eyes.
that's the conversation.
Oh my god.
No, but she said that with the look, you know, she said that with the that's you. Give him the-
That's you, big dog. If you like it, I love it.
like,
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, I didn't know y'all had some Haitian in your family. Oh. Now us, we're Somali, so for us it would be if the kid comes out looking Snow White.
Yeah.
100%.
That's the problem. I would have been
Yeah.
like, oh yeah. do I
No,
look
but you know
like-"
the problem is there you can be light skinned, you know?
with Somalis is different.
Yeah.
I think if the kid comes out like, but I'm talking like Caucasian white. I'm not gonna like.
What does a Somali white mix look like? Would it be super light skinned?
Depends.
yeah, fair skin.
Depends.
Very
Depends.
fair skin.
Would I be able to tell at birth that's not my kid?
No,
No.
because no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Yeah, so
So you would have even more reason to test it
that's what I'm saying.
because you're gonna come. The kid's gonna come out Snow White. You're gonna say,
Yeah.
"Bitch, I didn't know you were a milkman. Do I look like a
Because
milkman?"
if I'm dark and she's like mid chocolate and my kid comes out white,
Snow White. Do I look like a
DNA
milkman to you? My forehead says for idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
You take me for idiot?
Yeah. My chest says Everlast because I'm a fucking punching bag.
Yeah. come on. Take me for idiot?
Suck your mom.
Never that.
Yo,
Never.
everything for you. And
No,
He kills me, bro.
I'm just high. I'm just high. I'm just high.
I
I
guess
don't know why I'm
take it
getting so
there.
upset about these things.
No, take it there. You're taking it there.
One thing you'll like about me though, when I imagine I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm mentally putting myself
You are there, bro. You're taking us all with you.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Listen. Don't hurt people. Don't be ominous.
Facts.
I'm a creature of the night. Don't live the way I live. You know what I mean? Don't let me be your example.
Fair
No,
enough.
me and these guys, we're not blessed. You know?
Listen,
But
man.
we appreciate it.
I think the real villain in this story is that
The midwife. For sure.
How are you gonna give dirty looks here?
Like
the best time in their lives.
Listen, I know in my heart that midwife is a person of color. It has to be.
You think so?
I can't just be looking around like that.
Because for
Dubiously.
white women, they're gonna look their nose down and say, "Oh, I never saw anything."
They're hold it down in expression. Yeah.
Huh. Not today, Gladys.
Glide.
Not today, Gladys.
Facts, bro. Talk to him.
But I know for a fact that's a person of color.
Yo. What if it was Mickey Mouse though?
That's your favorite thing.
That's right.
He loves it so much.
It really is.
Ah,
like,
man. Mickey Mouse will be like, "No, wrong hot dog."
wrong.
Well, no, it's a good word. Wrong hot dog.
Oh my god.
It's undercooked.
Oh,
Shit, bro.
oh my god.
Yo.
we got one more Reddit one?
Yeah, we do.
No, let's
Hey,
end
wrap
this
this one
off.
up.
End it off.
We'll wrap this one up.
So-
First, let's get the
Oh,
verdict
okay,
here. Let's
okay.
get the verdict here.
So
do-
I think we all Jama said under certain circumstances that's okay.
not the
Yeah.
asshole.
I don't think he's the asshole.
You said
I personally don't think he's the asshole too.
I think he's an asshole.
I think he's an asshole. Time and place.
Okay, so we're split down the middle today.
Yeah.
we are split down the middle, but
Yeah,
we'll,
never right
leave
to
it
do
at that. That's what the comments need to tell us who's
Comment
right.
on
Okay,
it. Please let us know.
click on that poll. We're gonna add a poll on this one.
But you know the girls are gonna be in there. Oh, they're gonna be clocking it for their sisters. You know,
I agree.
they're gonna be clocking it for the girls.
It is what it is.
Can't wait.
Let us know.
Let us know. Tap in. Tap in.